Good evening, ISC fastball fans, and welcome to the nightcap here on day 2 on the main diamond at the JDT First Energy Veterans Memorial Ballpark. Blair Setford with you. It's a beautiful evening for ball, 22 degrees still. There's a look at the field, and here's a look at the batting lineup for the Kegel Black Knights out of Fargo, North Dakota. Frank Kimlinger will lead things off. Will be followed by Tom Check, Jeff Lewis, Tyler Damon hits in the cleanup spot, Tyler Booley, Sam Neiman, Mike Lewis, then BJ Gullick, Logan Boom in the 9 spot. Defensively for JDT First Energy, Choco Munoz, Jordan Pomeroy, Jonathan Lynch. That's left to right across the outfield. Guadalupe Ian and Braden Ducharme up the middle. On the corners, Justin Laskowski and Jeff Lyons. It's Pammy Mazalukwa on the board for JDT. One of the host local teams here, Chippewa-on-the-Thames First Nation, and Dallas Cornelius is behind the plate for JDT tonight. Fetty Eater will be the designated player. There's a quick look into the JDT bench, and there is the Kegel Black Knights squad. Kegel winners yesterday, as were JDT. Just finishing up day 2 here at the 2026 ISC World Tournament. If you've been with us all day, you've seen a couple of great games. Most recently, this Hill United game with Georgian Bay Giants. That game, 2-0 game, late into the 5th, maybe even into the 6th. Tony Gonzalez, all of the RBIs for Hill United tonight. Great game for Hill for the Chiefs. A couple other games going on around us right now. Kingston Axemen are currently up 6-4 on the Pueblo Bandits. Toronto Batmen, the U23 squad, they are leading 4-2 over the Saskatoon Jacks. And, of course, our game here just getting underway. There'll be one more game tonight. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. JB Fast Pitch and Waterdown Hammer will be getting underway when that Kingston-Pueblo game concludes. Called strike 3 as the changeup comes in from Pammy Mazalukwa. Frank Kimlinger down on strikes. Kegel 4-0 winners over the Peguis Redmen yesterday afternoon.
Fielder number 2, Tom Check.
Tom Check to the plate now and goes after that first offering drop ball down from Pammy Mazalukwa. Jack yesterday 0 for 3 in the game against Peguis. That just misses. And can't hold up on that drop ball, and Tom Check down on strikes. 2 straight for Pammy Mazalukwa opening up tonight's game.
First baseman number 1, Jeff Lewis.
Talked last night about how we thought JDT would have to be doing some pitching by committee. Devin McCullough has been ruled out for the tournament based on an injury. He was replaced on the roster by Luis Colombo, the Venezuelan national. Now, he's been playing down in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic as we've had the Central American and Caribbean games. Lewis tries to drop down a bunt, and that goes foul. Jeff picked up a sac fly RBI yesterday. So Colombo for JDT, he'll be getting here likely tomorrow, as there have been several players who are being airlifted, for lack of a better word, out of Santo Domingo. A couple of the Mexican players had to go back to Mexico and then are forced to fly from there into Toronto, and will be getting here tomorrow. Swing and a miss. Down goes Jeff Lewis. Penny Mazzaluca strikes out the side here in the top of the first. We'll go to the home half with JDT coming to the plate. We'll set the offense and defense for you when we come back.
Dreamcatcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better.
Reports for JDT First Energy, designated player number 11. That ain't either. I'll try to Hey! I get it. Let's just say I do some fall time, so I don't want to be like that. Center fielder number 20, Jordan Pomeroy. fielder number 43, Chaco Munoz. On to the first for JDT, First Energy, 3 up and 3 down.
How confident are you in your organization's security posture? If your answer isn't 100%, you're not alone. Most organizations aren't doing enough to protect their data, and they know it. With Armitage Technology, you can stop worrying about IT security issues so you can focus on moving your business forward. Our experienced staff monitor and maintain your IT infrastructure to keep your business running. Visit us at armitagetech.com and make your technology work for your business. Back here for the top of the second inning. Eagle Black Knights will come back to the plate. They'll send up 4-5-6.
Leading off the top of the second for
Tyler
Eagle
Damon,
Black
Tyler
Knights.
Booley, and
Third baseman number 0, Tyler Damon.
Oh, an interesting final. The Saskatoon Jacks rally from a 4-2 deficit, and they take out the Toronto U23 Batman 5-4. That one is a bit of a surprise, because I thought the Batmen looked like they had that one in hand. They were up in that one, so that's a late rally for the Jacks. Another final, Kingston Axemen, 6-4 winners over the Pueblo Bandits. STK fastball is up 3-0 on the Townsend Tide right now. Manzaluqua sails that one to the screen. Big cut. Comes up empty, does Tyler Damon.
Good team.
Called strike 3, the outside corner. Damon down on strikes. 4 straight for Manzaluqua. Start things off here tonight against the
Number
Keble Black
35,
Knights.
Tyler Booley.
Big cut by Tyler Booley. Had a quick chat with Tyler. Was warming up down in front of me. We just exchanged some pleasantries. Renewed acquaintances, so to speak. That is Tyler Booley at the plate. I can assure you of that one. Tyler yesterday 1 for 3 in the game against Pegulas. And that one is in for a strike. Called strike 3 again here as down on strikes. That's 5 now for Manzaluqua. Sam
Shortstop,
Neiman
number 4, Sam Neiman.
will try and get things underway for Kegle. And Booley knew that that was strike 3. Couldn't pull the trigger. And there you see from our pitch tracker on Flight Scope, just getting the outside corner. Swing and a miss here from Neiman. Deep breath from Manzaluqua. And drop ball downstairs. Neiman swings over the top. Make it half a dozen. 6 in a row for Pammy Manzaluqua.
3 down.
Just needs a catcher right now, is Pammy. Looking good for JDT. We'll go to the home half with First Energy coming up.
Let's talk about a local one-stop shop. Live Well for Life is just that, a fitness, nutrition, and therapy facility all under one roof. Located at 3878 Wellington Street in Mitchell, Ontario, you can get so much done in just one visit. A full complement of staff on hand include chiropractic, massage, and personal training to get you back to your healthy self. Find them on the web at livewellforlifeinc.com or give
Live Well for Life, a proud sponsor of the broadcast program.
Well, if you look over to the third base dugout, right at the edge of that third base dugout, Jimmy Simpson was having a long conversation. He and Mike Taylor, I won't say cornered because it was a bit of a friendly conversation for sure, but they were just engaged in an active discussion with home plate umpire Dave Harrington. Couldn't imagine what that one was about, but they caught up to him right at the door to that first base dugout, and I think Dave's got his water bottle over there, so may have been headed that way during the break as it was. Jeff Lyons, little tick foul. Jeff in the cleanup spot for JDT. He chases the rise ball from Pierce. Talked about that. That will be his go-to pitch. Dylan Cunningham hit in the cleanup spot last night. Lions in today. Just misses downstairs with the changeup. Good pitch there from Zach Pierce down to 58. And fouls that one straight back to the screen. Just a school teacher just up the road here in London, Ontario. So, much like Joe Todd, as he posted about prior to the World Tournament for Jeff Lyons, this is about as close as it's ever going to be. Probably could sleep in his own bed. Ground ball, that's foul down the right side. Jeff Lewis will go track that down. Long look in for Pierce, and now Lyons will step out. Now set on the board, and Pierce in with strike three. Lyons thought he had worked a walk, but he's just going to work a walk back to that third base dugout. Called out on strikes. So clearly, the pitchers with the early advantage here in this one. We've had 10 outs, 9 of them so far are strikeouts. Jordan Pomeroy, the only guy to get a ball in play so far. And Pierce zips this one in somewhat appropriately, given his zippy nickname. Zips this one in to Justin Laskowski. Now, I have to wonder how often these two see each other. They play, or they're, let's call it neighbors in the Saskatoon area, and there's a pretty good men's league out there. I've got to assume that they're both participating in that. Big cut by Laskowski. No, I mentioned it last night. If you weren't with us in the JDT game, Justin has got a great appearance on Outside the Chute in the not-so-recent past. So give that a listen if you haven't. And give it a listen whenever you've got the opportunity. Randy Frame, Chris Hopewell out in Nova Scotia do a fantastic job with the podcasts. We've been integrating some Outside the Chute interviews into the ISC website as well. You can find that at iscfastpitch.com as Laskowski fouls that off. And take a look at the website. Brian Aratis on our team, our newest commissioner. We've elevated his status just to keep up with the work that he's doing. But the website now is just unbelievable. There are individual players' stats. You dig deep, you will find those. Laskowski chases upstairs. 4th strikeout of the night for Pierce. But there's individual players' stats. There's links to interviews. The Hall of Fame stuff is all getting upgraded with, like I said, with links to interviews that some of our Hall of Famers have done on Outside the Chute. It is just a magnificent experience. And thank you to everybody who has been on the website. We look at the stats and we see, not individuals of course, but we see that people are spending more time on the website. The usage, certainly this week, has absolutely spiked. Same thing on social media. Guadalupe Iron fouls this one off. Talked about keeping an eye on this guy, Guadalupe. He was named one of the hitters to watch coming into the tournament, Luciano's annual power list. Off the foot of Pierce, and that might have been just enough to deflect it. It was. The shortstop coming across, Sam Neiman, couldn't track that down. Once it went off the foot of Pierce, And that's enough for Ian to get on board. I think he's going to have this one pretty easy check, but then
Right
just
fielder
right
number
there deflects it
23,
right away from him.
Jonathan Lynch.
And Ian on board, can't get the bare hand on it. So an infield single for Guadalupe. That'll bring up Jonathan Lynch. Hands in tight, bat low, and then the big step by Jonathan Lynch, and then mimics the swing. Fouled straight back to the screen. On the season, Jonathan batting .254. 6 doubles, 2 triples. No home runs, but 7 RBIs, 9 runs scored. Way upstairs.
Good
17 for 67. JDT, a very strong schedule that they played this year. They were co-champions here in the Bear Creek Classic tournament in mid-June. They came to the ISC Canada East qualifier in Mitchell. Had a big lead on who the United Chiefs couldn't hang on to it, and dropped that game to the Chiefs. The Chiefs would ultimately go on and win that game in extra innings against the Gremlins, or that tournament rather. Scuffled a little bit after the Kitchener tournament. Did not go down to Ashland, I don't believe, but then they were at the U.S. Nationals. They were eliminated late Saturday night in a game against their Bear Creek Express brethren. Ty Sebastian, it was Ty's best game of the year against JDT. Change up and a good one from Pierce. Gets Lynch swinging over the top. 5 strikeouts for Zach Pierce. We'll go back to the top of the third coming up.
Bottom of the second for JDT, First Energy. No runs on, 1 hit.
There's the change.
No errors, 1 runner left on base.
Good pitch, Zach Pierce.
After 2 complete innings, the game is scoreless.
Mike Lewis, BJ Gullick, Logan Boom, 7-8-9 in the batting order for the Kegel Black Knights. Here's a look down the Kegel bench, and
Leading off the top of the third for Kegel Black Knights, second baseman number 7, Mike Lewis. Designated player number 21, BJ Gullick. Center fielder number 41, Logan Boone. Top of the third for Keegan Black Knights. 3 up, 3 down.
Peligro Sports provides the essentials needed to give your team an edge on the field. Our brand is rooted in creating a unique experience tailored to the specific needs of your team to ensure your performance is at the best level to execute plays. At Peligro Sports, we rally behind our athletes and understand their fight to take their game to a dangerous level. Visit our store at 2200 Amsterdam Avenue in New York City or see us online at peligrosportsnyc.com. Thanks to Jose and Peligro.
Leading off bottom of the third for JDT First Energy.
So we're just talking about Braden Ducharme, and he's going to come to the plate here in the bottom of the third inning. Braden Ducharme, Dallas Cornelius, and then back to the top of the shop for Fetty Eater. Braden last night really helped JDT get them set on their way to that big 10-0 win. Rung one off the fence. Big cut here, though, goes after the rise ball, comes up empty. There's the changeup. 57, that's quite the differential. Just reverse the number to 75 to 57 for Zach Pierce. Good cut by Ducharme. Played in the Minnesota area for a handful of years. Bit of time with the Ostrander Norseman squad, our good friend Brett Legler's team. Made the choice to come up to JDT last year. Really found a home here with this squad. Called strike 3. Pierce picks up his 6th. If the players haven't figured it out by now, it's a big strike zone.
7.
Consistently big.
Cornelius.
That's all you can ask for is the consistency. And you got to get up there and swing the bat. You cannot leave that call in the hands of the umpire. You've got to go swinging. Dallas Cornelius is swinging. Big cut, but comes up empty. Hope you joined us earlier this afternoon for the opening ceremonies, a celebration of the First Nations heritage here in Chippewa of the Thames. This is the first time that we've held the ISC World Tournament on First Nations territory. This is a purpose-built facility by the Cornelius family. It's a beautiful complex. They continue to add to it. Every time I'm here, it seems like there's something new that they've added. Down the right field line, it's just out of your view right now, but there is a VIP viewing area. It's a deck with a bar. It's modeled after the Circle Tap deck that Darren Derricks and his team built at Circle Tap. This one's going to go foul.
Watch it come in, watch fence, God.
Yeah, there you see it, that VIP with the yellow tent. There's a building right in behind there, and that's a great spot to watch a ball game. Pierce comes hard with the drop, and he gets Cornelius swinging over the top. 7th strikeout of the game for Pierce. 9 already for Pammy Mazzaluca. We'll go back to the top of the shop for Fetty Eater. And a called strike, top of the zone. Oh, and that one gets Fetty Eater right in between the numbers. He gives a thumbs up to Zach Pierce. Just lost the handle on that one.
Center fielder number 20, Jordan Pomeroy.
So Pomeroy will step up. Pomeroy was able to at least get a ball in play. It was a little too hopper down to Jeff Lewis at first in the first. Eater is just the second base runner for JDT and the game for that matter. Madzalukwa has been nigh on invincible for JDT so far. This one is laced out to right, but it's right at the right fielder, Frank Hemlinger. Good contact from Pomeroy. Just a little bit of hard luck hitting it directly at Hemlinger, one step, and that was it. Wait, no score. Said it was going to be a pitcher's duel after the first. That one is certainly playing out. JDT and Kegel Black Knights here at the 2026 ISC World Tournament on the ISC Network and Softball Premier TV.
Welcome to Mont Hill Golf and Country Club. With our beautiful 27-hole golf course open to the public, we work tirelessly to ensure your time with us is second to none. Well, here you'll be able to enjoy an incredible dining experience at our very own Big Pete's Steakhouse. Play some of the best courses in the world with our state-of-the-art golf simulators. Upgrade your gear with the top brands at our pro shop, or host a stunning wedding, event, or conference inside one of our beautiful ballrooms. Learn all this and more at monthill.ca. We can't wait to see you soon.
I know I say this every year, but one of these days I'm going to see if I can get an 18 booked at that beautiful course at Mont Hill. I don't know if I've got the stamina to play 27. They say they've got 27 there, but I would just settle for 18 personally. Kimlinger gets a ball in play. That's a moral victory at least. Ground out to second base. That is easily handled by Braden Deschamps. But that is the first ball in play after 9 straight strikeouts from Pami Madzalukwa. Second look at the hard throwing right-hander from Botswana. That one is fouled up out of play. Good cut there by Tom Check. Pami, the lone representative here from the continent of Africa. There is a fair bit of ball played in Botswana and in South Africa. Kenya is developing a program. We've got players from all over Oceania, Australia, New Zealand, well represented here. South America, well, you know all about the South Americans with all the Argentina players like Fede Eder, the Nchoko Munoz, Venezuelan players. We got Central America, obviously North and South America, they're covered. Asia is a bit of a new market for the ISC, but if you were here for the Hill United game, you saw Taiga Onishi throw the blazes out of the game for the first 5 innings, holding Hill United down. He was touching 80, 81, as hard as we've seen Taiga Onishi throwing this year. And what a play by Ryuji Okawa, the shortstop for Georgian Bay. He's the national team shortstop for Japan. And an absolute rocket off the bat. I believe it was Bruno Matroni. Just a laser beam. And Okawa leaps up, snags it on the back end. Go search that one out on YouTube. I'm sure it'll be making the rounds in the highlight packages. And a single up the middle from Tom Check. He's the first base runner of the night for the Kegel Black Knights. So second time through the order, a couple of good-looking swings here from Kimlinger and now Tom Check. That'll bring up Jeff Lewis. Jeff was a feature in one of our all-time stat leader social media posts earlier in the week. Jeff the owner of the highest batting average in an ISC World Tournament, hitting 800. Waiting for balls to come back in. Not supposed to be doing this. Line shot that eludes the diving first baseman or third baseman Justin Laskowski, and rounding second and up to third goes Tom Check. Jeff Lewis up to second on the play. It just gets by Laskowski and kind of died out there in the grass. Choco Munoz had to come in to go get it. You see Lewis trotting up to second. Right there, just past Laskowski, and then, yeah, it just died out there on the grass. Back-to-back base hits, and the Kegel Black Knights threatening here in the fourth. Tyler Damon to the plate. That's fouled out of play. Tyler Damon, good podcast appearance as well on Outside the Chute. Oh, a scramble for the foul ball has ensued. A couple of kids come flying down the stairs off to my left. That's a called strike on the inside corner. Cornelius was not set up there. To see the replay on that one if we can. So Cornelius having to reach back for it. It's off the tip of the glove. It took a big bite out of our home plate umpire, Dave Harrington, but he felt it still got the inside corner. Damon fouls that one off, a big hard cut. And certainly this second time through the order, Kegel Black Knights a lot closer to Pami Madzalukwa. That has got the JDT bullpen up in a hurry.
Good team. Come on, team. One ball for struck.
I'm going to go with Luis Colombo. Chopper on the infield, going to have to come to the plate, sliding it head first safe. Iron got the throw, but underneath with the slide comes Tom Check. He's coming all the way on contact. You'll see the play at the plates, and just underneath the tag. RBI infield single for Tyler Damon. There's the slide in, just gets underneath. So the Kegel Black Knights jump out to a 1-0 lead here in the fourth. 3 straight base hits, and Tyler Booley at the dish. Boy, he looked so impressive in the first 3 innings. 9 straight strikeouts, but a ground ball by Kimlinger, and now 3 straight base hits for the Black Knights has them out in front. Booley goes around. big cut by Booley, fouls that straight back to the screen. Everybody up in the bench in the Black Knights side.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's definitely Luis Colombo warming up down the line for JDT. That's chop foul. Booley sends this one out to center. Pomeroy ranges back, tagging at third and tagging at first and sliding in safely at second is Tyler Damon. Jeff Lewis comes around to score on the sac fly by Tyler Booley. 2-0 here for Kegel Black Knights. And this has all happened pretty quickly. You see Pomeroy into second and sliding in safely. Just at the top of your screen was Tyler Damon. Cut here by Neiman. Well, you would not have expected this based on the first 3 innings from the Kegel Black Knights, but stringing together some hits and bunches and a 2-0 lead and counting. Still another runner in scoring position for the team from Fargo, North Dakota. Called strike on the outside corner. 2-0 here for Kegel. Waterdown Hammer trailing 5-0 to JB Fast Pitch. And STK out in front 4-0 on Townsend Tide. The last 3 games of the evening here at day 2 of the 2026 ISC World Tournament. Oh, a little excuse me check swing here. That's going to land in center field. Pomeroy coming to the plate, but no chance to get Tyler Damon. He got a great break. Just a one-handed swing here from Sam Neiman, but it's enough to punch it out onto the grass. And Pomeroy will come up throwing, but you just see this just gets 125 feet onto the grass. 2 hops in front of Pomeroy. Damon is already, just see him at the bottom of your screen there coming in. One-handed swing from Neiman. That is it for Pammy Madzalukwa. Watch the slide from Damon. Tags the plate on the way by. We'll take a break as we've got a pitching change, and we'll get you caught up on all of that when we come back.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3 and the Kitchener River Shark Twins repeat. It's the local kid who wins it. Swing and a miss. Jarvis repeats. Here comes the throw to the plate. Are the world champions. 2015 ISC Men's World Champions. Melbourne has hit the game-winning home run on the Toronto Raiders.
And this one is over as Matt Palazzo will end it in style. And start spreading the news, Joe Todd. It's New York, ISC World Champions back-to-back.
And this one is laced out to right, way back, and it's caught! Nico Carrillo catches it on the fence! The Hill United Chiefs are world champions!
Call strike three, your ISC World Champions, the Kitchener-Holman Twins. Trying to put it away is Jack Bettsgrove. The New York Gremlins are world champions. High in the air, Fiafazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain.
One baseman number 7, Lewis.
Well, to save you the suspense, Lenny Fiafazo hits a home run at the end of that clip, and Hill United Chiefs are 2025 back-to-back ISC World Champions. They're trying to defend that title here again this year. They were pushed a little bit tonight. Marco Diaz, a no-hitter, and I know that sounds like how could they be pushed, but that game was only 2-0 late. Outstanding effort tonight from Taiga Onishi and the Georgian Bay Giants. They threw a real good one at Hill United tonight. So Luis Colombo is making his, not sure if it's his ISC debut or not. Gotta check that one out. But he is on here. Hard-throwing righty from Venezuela, a late addition to the JDT lineup. The injury to Devin McCullough, and he is ruled out for the tournament. Luis Colombo in. And he's facing Mike Lewis with a 3 spot already in for the Knights. And free base here for Sam Neiman as he'll scamper up to second base on the wild pitch. Certainly seen Colombo a lot in international action. That pitch had some zip on it from Colombo. Fouled off to the screen by Mike Lewis. Seventh batter of the inning for the Kegel Black Knights. 3 runs already in. Sam Neiman, an RBI single. That was the end of Pami Madzalukwa. Colombo on here in relief. Not on the lineup card was Jan Gonzalez. He's been with JDT all year. Likely was with the Dominican Republic down at the Central American Caribbean Games and perhaps hasn't made his way back just yet. Dominican were winners in that tournament. Mike Lewis goes down on strikes, but a big inning for the Kegel Black Knights. They push across 3 and jump out in front. We'll go to the home half. JDT have got some work to do all of a sudden here.
Top of the 4th inning for Kegel Black Knights.
This business was opened in 1965.
No errors, one runner
Ed
left on
Knight
base.
could have walked in here 25, 30 years ago and seen just about the same thing. The process of making this suit takes about 6 weeks. It goes through about 12 or 13 hands as it's moved along the line. It's an old-time place. Making stuff from scratch here in the city at a reasonable cost. It's a very personal type of business.
Leading out the bottom of the 4th for JDT.
Adiosian. He's that personal type of guy.
Taco Munoz.
As always, we want to thank Mr. Ned and Bart Matiosian for their continuing sponsorship here on our broadcast program. And We hope you're enjoying the program wherever you are joining us from around the world. Zach Pierce now staked to this 3-run lead. JB fast pitch still out in front, 5-0 on Waterdown. STK still 4-0 lead on Townsend. And that one will get fouled out of play. Big cut there by Munoz. He went after that one. Pierce works and gets Munoz to chase upstairs. A real good elevation on the rise ball from Zach Pierce. Munoz does him a favor by chasing up and out of the zone. 8 strikeouts on the evening now. As you see Munoz,
First baseman,
with
number
frustration
55,
that
Jeff
he's chasing
Lyons.
that pitch out of the zone. Way up and out, as you can see there from Pitch Tracker. Jeff Lyons, this one skips in.
Kid, love it.
Some of the earlier scores today, Northeast Drillers were 11-4 winners over the Oswegan Redmen. Team 518, they were in a great game with St. Thomas Elgins. That game was 4-3 going into the 7th inning. And then Team 518 erupted for 8 in the top of the 7th inning. St. Thomas, they got 1 back in the bottom, but I talked to both of the coaches for St. Thomas after the game, and they just thought that, you know, obviously it got away from them in the 7th, and they were disappointed because there was a big crowd here on the main diamond here at JDT. And here again, our umpire crew waiting for balls to come in when they're not supposed to be. Guys, you need to do better on this. Pennsylvania Storm, 4-1 winners over Sebringville. That was losers bracket action. Toronto Batmen, 7-0 over the Delisle Diamond Dogs. Walton Brewers got onto the winners' side with a 6-3 win over the Can West Thunder. Broken Bow Blazers, they were 11-8 winners over Highgate. Highgate Rock have scored 19 runs, but they're 0-2. Certainly can put up runs, but they've got to find some pitching and defense to prevent all those runs against. Little flare out of play down the left side. And again, waiting for a ball to come in from out of play. Upstairs, ball 4 to Jeff Lyons. JDT get a runner aboard for the 3rd time tonight. They've had runners in all but the first inning. They just haven't been able to bunch anything together whatsoever. Hegel did exactly that in the top of the inning, scoring their 3. Laskowski, strike on the outside corner. To Hopper, out to second. Mike Lewis will shovel that to Jeff. And erased on the play is Justin Lascosi. Kind of a swinging bunt, really. Doesn't get credit for the sacrifice, but Jeff Lyons will make his way up to second base on the play.
Shortstop for 5, Guadalupe Leon.
Singled up the middle, went off the shoe of Pierce, and now we're going to get the infield together to change up the signs with Jeff Lyons out at second base. That's the conference for Kegel for the inning. What a great future this game has with all of the shortstops. Again, up the middle, but Pierce intercepts this one. Easy toss to first. And once again, JDT, they get a runner aboard, but they just can't bunch anything around it. They strand another one here. 3 straight innings. They've left a guy on base. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. We're moving along
on the board for JDT for Energy.
Black
No
Knights.
runs. No hits, no errors, 1 runner left on
One
base.
hit in the game so far.
4 after
JDT.
4 complete innings of play. Eagle Black Knights 3. JDT for Energy, no score. Leading off for Eagle Black Knights, the top of the 5th. Designated player, number 21, BJ
Gullick swings over the top of the drop from Luis Colombo as we come back here for the top of the 5th. I don't know about you, Luciano, but I would really love one of those Ache Bulls from Heel right about now. That footage is from the opening of the Heel store out in Charlottetown. Jeff Ellsworth involved with that one in Prince Edward Island, but they are all across Canada. They're going to be expanding into the U.S. Heel Wellness tried a couple of their smoothies when they had the truck up at the Simcoe, the Chiefs Challenge. BJ Gullick, defensive swing, but sends it right back up the middle. And the attack continues here for the Kegel Black Knights. They strung 3 hits together for 3 runs in the 4th, and they start the 5th with a single from Gullick. So pinch runner here for Kegel. It's BJ Boom who's come on to pinch run for BJ Gullick. No, that's not either. It's Mike Jamieson. Somebody's got their numbers crossed here on the lineup card.
Center fielder, number 41, Logan Boom. Now running at first base for BJ Gullick, the 3, BJ Boom.
Well, it's BJ Boom. He's got Mike Jamison's jersey on, so that's what's throwing me off. BJ Boom, and I remember BJ being added to the roster late for Kegel, but he's wearing Mike Jamison's jersey, so thus the confusion. That pitch missing the zone. Logan Boom trying to maybe slap a bunt. Now he's going to change bats with Frank Himmlinger, who's on deck. Didn't like that one that he had, so he's gone to a different model. Colombo fires this one in down low, 81. Gets the bunt down. Colombo was going to throw, but Ducharme, I think, getting to the bag a little bit late. Colombo picks it up, but nobody there at the bag. Ducharme just didn't get there in time. He might have been playing up towards the middle. It's an infield single for Logan Boom. Real nice bunt. Made good contact with it.
Himmlinger.
Top of the shop here, Frank Himmlinger. And Kegel Black Knights threatening to add to this. It's a called strike low in the zone.
Good, Frankie. Good.
Dances out of the way of this one, down and in. So even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Frank Himmlinger.
Stop, Corey.
And swings over the top. Himmlinger down on the off speed, down to 71 from Colombo. Himmlinger went into that at bat. He was real jacked up for that plate appearance. And just out in front on that one. That one gets away from Cornelius. And up to third goes B.J. Boom. And up to second, Logan Boom. Colombo rocks, fires. And that one misses. Tom Check got things started for Kegel with a single in the fourth an inning ago. And it's been all Kegel ever since. Threatening here again with a pair of runners aboard. Just one down here in the fifth. Swings over the top of that one. And that one, wild pitch, way up in the air. Cornelius has to wait for it to come down. And BJ Boom sliding in with the fourth run of the game for the Kegel Black Knights. Look at this one. It bounces on the plate. And Boom sliding right in. That's a tough break for Cornelius. That pitch hitting the plate and then ricocheting way up the screen, up in the air. An easy slide in for BJ Boom with the game's fourth run for the Kegel Black Knights. Logan's up to third, and he is only 60 feet away from making it 5. Again, low in the dirt, ball 4. Tom Check works the walk. And runners on the corners for the Kegel Black Knights.
First baseman number 1, Jeff Lewis.
Jeff Lewis, dangerous hitter at the plate for the Knights.
Come on, Jeffy Lou.
In for a strike from Colombo. Delayed steal by Tom Check, and he makes his way up to second base uncontested. Wasn't off with the pitch, but JDT not taking a chance with the throw down. So 2 runners in scoring position for Jeff Lewis. He chases one down in the dirt. Colombo looks down at the wristband for the sign with the pitch comm. And the drop ball misses downstairs. Colombo sets again, rocks on that board once or twice. And Lewis can't make up his mind on the swing, but goes down on strike. Second out of the inning, second strikeout of the inning for Louis Colombo. But a run in for Kegel, and still
number 0,
runners
Tyler
in
Damon.
scoring position for Tyler Damon. He had an RBI single last inning. Goes after this one hard, but comes up empty. Chop foul at the plate by Tyler Damon. 82 from Luis Colombo. This one, well hit, deep right field. Off the top of the fence, and it ricochets away from the right fielder. Oh, and he trips coming around the bag and scrambles back to third. Oh my goodness, Tyler Damon thought maybe the inside the park home run was on the cards. That's a real tough break for the right fielder out there, Jonathan Lynch. It hit the post and ricocheted away, and then you see Damon blow the tire at third. But it's a 2 RBI triple, and that might be the backbreaker for the Kegel Black Knights. Now a 6-0 lead. Tyler Damon has picked up 3 RBIs just in the last 2 innings. He's going to have a hard time living down that faceplant coming around third, I think. But he'll live with that one with the 2 RBIs.
Catcher, number 35, Tyler Booley.
Tyler Booley. Sac fly RBI in the 4th. He'll need a base hit here to bring across Tyler Damon. In the feet of Cornelius. Black Knights showing why they won a couple of tournaments this year. The Jack Grafmeyer in Kimberly, Wisconsin. The Walcott qualifier tournament. Both of those in June and July. They played in Bristol down in Wisconsin. By the time the final in that one rolled around, unfortunately for the Kegel guys, they had to leave. So Bar Buzz would go on to win a game that was called the championship, but Kegel undefeated through play in that one.
Come on now. Come on, Bully.
They knocked off Sandlot at the U.S. Nationals last weekend down in South Bend, Indiana. All of that in prep to come here to the 2026 ISC World Tournament. Booley goes after this one, but foul down the right side.
Come on.
The Knights bench just off to our right, as loud as they've been all night. Ball little slick as it got out onto the grass. We're getting the evening moisture, the evening dew, if you will, settling in here at JDT First Energy Veterans Memorial Ballpark.
Got it. Got it, kid. Come on. Come on, Bully. Boy.
That one skips away, and again, way up the screen, and nothing Cornelius can do about it. Snaps the ball in disgust as it comes down. And scoring from third now, finally, is Tyler Damon. You see him cross the plate. 7-0 here for the Kegel Black Knights, and they're going to be in a position to only need 3 outs to end this one early. Did not have anything remotely like that on my bingo card.
Boy.
Booley fouls this one down the left side this time.
Give in here.
Always knew that this was going to be a good game. JDT, by rankings, would have been considered the favorite coming into this one. Henry Mazalukwa looked invincible through 3, but the second time through the order, boy, did Kegel get to him. Tom Check, Jeff Lewis, Damon. 3 hits. They had a sacrifice fly in there from Booley. Another RBI single from Sam Neiman. They get the strikeout here to get out of the inning. Colombo picks up 3 strikeouts, but Kegel pick up 4 big runs here in the top of the 5th inning. A boomer of a 2 RBI triple off the bat of Tyler Damon. And they just need 3 outs to end this one early.
Top of the 5th for Kegel Black Knights. Scored 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, no runners left on base.
At Dreamcatcher, inch by inch, we'll fight to make the lives of First Nations people in this community, this province, and on this continent better. I know we have a long way to go, but I'm proud to say as long as our people have a need, Dreamcatcher will be there for them.
Bottom of the fifth for JDT, First Energy.
Well, it'll be Jonathan
West Hill
Lynch,
is
Brady
123.
Descharme, and Dallas
Jonathan
Cornelius. All three of these guys down on strikes in their first.
Second baseman, number 10, Braden Ducharme. Catcher, number 7, Dallas Cornelius. Designated player number 11,
John
Fede
Lewis
Eater.
just out to slow things down a little bit for his right-hander. Luis Galarza was up throwing for Kegel in their bullpen. It's flared foul out of play. Fede Eater at the plate. Down low to Eater. Jordan Pomeroy awaits on deck. And Pierce now slowing the pace down. This one is lifted up, out to short. Neiman will haul that in. Second out of the inning, and we'll go to Jordan Pomeroy. Pomeroy laced one out to right, but it was right at Frank Kimlinger.
Center fielder number 20, Jordan Pomeroy.
Eater will go out to second base. He'll run for Cornelius. That's on the 2-out catcher replacement rule. Pomeroy thought about going after that, and it ricocheted off the glove of Boulay way up on the screen. It's the same thing that's happened to Cornelius a couple of times here. Swing and a miss. Home plate umpire Dave Harrington just had a quick word in the ear for catcher Tyler Booley. I wonder what that one was about. It was just got a quick nod from Booley. Pomeroy looked like he went around, but no, says our third base umpire, Eric Bodden. Able to hold back. This one lifted out to right center. That's off the top of the fence. Eater scores. Pomeroy racing around and sliding into third. So he takes advantage of the extra opportunity and knocks in another run, and 7-2. A little comeback here maybe in the cards for JDT. That's another triple off that high fence. That's going to be it for Pierce. We'll take a break as coming on in relief here for the Kegel Black Knights. That's Lucas Galarza.
It's the local kid who wins it. Swing and a miss. Jarvis. Three-peats. Here comes the throw to the plate.
2015 ISC Men's World Champions.
Shane Bowen has hit the game-winning home run, and the Toronto Gators are world champions.
Finishing is now on the first, and the United Chiefs back.
And this one is over as Matt Palazzo will end it in style. And start spreading the news, Joe Todd. It's New York ISC World Champions back-to-back.
And this one is laced out to right. Way back, and it's caught. Eagle Carrillo catches it at the fence. The Hill United Chiefs are world champions.
Called strike three, your ISC World Champions, the Kitchener-Holman Twins. Trying to put it away is Jack Bettsgrove. The New York Gremlins are world champions. High in the air, Fiafazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain.
That is a chance. Left fielder, number 43, Taco Munoz.
Alejo Choco Munoz. He'll try to get JDT a little bit closer here. Galarza. Just a little high for ball one. Haven't had a chance to see Lucas Galarza in person. Chopper on the infield. Mike Lewis had to get it out of the glove in a hurry. He throws out Munoz at first. But JDT scored two big runs here to keep this one alive. And we'll go to the top of the sixth. Kegel Black Knights still out in front, but wheels maybe wobbling just a little.
On for the fifth inning for JDT first energy. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Leading off front for the sixth for Kegel Black Knight, shortstop, number 4, Sam Neiman.
Well, Sam Neiman will lead it off for the Kegel Black Knights here, the top of the sixth inning. 3 runs across in the fourth, another 4 in the fifth, and it almost looked like the Kegel Black Knights might end this one early. Dallas Cornelius said no to that. And the same with Jordan Pomeroy. A couple of extra base hits off the fence. In for a strike. Neiman can't pull the trigger. He had an RBI single in the fourth. A one-handed swing and just enough to get it out onto the grass. Foul tip into the glove of Cornelius behind the plate. Neiman down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Second baseman, number 7,
Mike Lewis.
Mike Lewis.
Looking to get on the board here for the Black Knights. He and Kimlinger at the top, the only two guys who haven't been able to get aboard. Well, Booley as well, but he's got a sac fly RBI in the fourth. Colombo jumps out ahead 0-2 on Lewis. That one just outside. Cornelius holds it for an extra second just to give Dave Harrington a quick look at it. Lewis steps out. Now back in the box. Colombo on the board. And 0-2 to 2-2. And that one just outside. Mike Lewis calling balls and strikes from the right side batter's box. There's a lot of guys that like to do that. Full count, good battle here for Lewis and Colombo. And down low, rallying back from an 0-2 count to work the walk. A great at bat there by Mike Lewis. John Lewis comes down just to make sure he had re-entered BJ Gullick into the game. BJ Boom pinch ran in the fifth. And they just got to make sure that he's re-entered into the game.
Player number 21, BJ Gullick.
Little chopper on the infield. Laskowski will come across and make the play over at first. Only play that he had.
Center fielder, number 41, Logan
That'll
Boom.
bring up the center fielder, Logan Boom. Lewis up to second on that chopper on the infield. Colombo rocks on the board. Out to short this time. Ian, hard throw across and throws out Logan Boom. Mike Lewis stranded out at second base. Remains 7-2 for the Kegel Black Knights. We will go on into the Black Knight as you see it there on that great shot from center field. It is 0-30 here at JDT.
Top of the sixth for Kegel Black Knights. No runs, no hits, no errors, one runner left on base. leading off the bottom of the sixth.
Boy, there were some great faces on that 80th anniversary ad that's been put together for the ISC here as we celebrate our 80th this week. From the top row all the way down to today's greats at the bottom. What a list of superstars of the ISC on that one. Saw a lot of those guys at the Hall of Fame breakfast this morning, too. Fantastic affair. Some terrific names. Ian Fairman from Townsend. Jeff Ellsworth, Lucas Mata, the players going in this year. Dean Oscar, longtime president, longest serving president in the ISC, going in the administrator category. Jeff Borer, a fantastic player and a terrific manager. He goes in that manager category. Jimmy Moore, who you saw on that poster, was at the ISC Hall of Fame. Jeff Borer was one of his coaches. Jimmy Moore, the best pitcher in the game in the 1980s with that Seattle C-First Payne Pack team that Jeff Borer coached. Strike to Jeff Lyons. And then Bruce Tansky, the longtime New York Gremlins sponsor before they transferred here to Bear Creek. Bruce Tansky elected in the sponsor category. To Hopper, hard out to short. Coming across is Neiman to retire Jeff Lyons. Lucas Galarza, good job coming on in relief to get a couple of key outs
baseman
here.
number 19, Justin Laskowski.
Laskowski made that nice play defensively to end the top of the sixth. Gets to the plate here in the bottom half. Swing and a miss. And if you missed opening ceremonies this morning, I would invite you to go back and watch the whole thing. It was fabulous. It was a great celebration of the indigenous culture here and the Chippewa, the Thames First Nation. But go back and look at the first pitch thrown out by the one and only Darren Zach at the end of the opening ceremonies. Darren Zach, the surprise visitor here. He was here for the Hall of Fame breakfast, invited down by the host committee. And right from the board, Darren Zach threw a strike with a little zip on it, I got to say as well. And this one up behind the plate, but that's going to get out of play and then bounce up the bleachers and come to a rest right on the top of the bleachers. This one just misses down low. Great to see Darren Zach at the Hall of Fame ceremony and then again out on the field here tonight. Brian Patton, legendary Toronto Gators outfielder. He was here today. Billy Boyer, maybe the best player in the game ever. Certainly if you talk to superfan Doug Roberts, he will tell you that Bill Boyer, the best ever. He was here today supporting Jeff Borer going into the Hall of Fame. And swing and a miss. Down goes Laskowski, and Booley snaps the ball down to third base.
Shortstop, number 5, Guadalupe Ayon.
Guadalupe Ayon will come to the dish. Good location there from Lucas Galarza. good coming on in relief. He and Pierce split the game yesterday against Pegasus. Trying to work their way to a second consecutive win here at the 2026 ISC World Tournament. And a big cut here by Ian. Lars as sets fires. Ian fouls this one straight back to the screen. With the confidence that this guy has developed at the plate over the last couple of seasons, but he's really blossomed here with JDT this year. Galarza nods in agreement with Booley. This one is lifted up to right, short right, going back onto the grass. Mike Lewis, half a dozen steps out on the grass, good range, and he pulls this one down for the final out of the 6. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Didn't look like we were going to go 7, but here we go.
JDT, First Energy, 3 up, 3 down. Score after 6 complete innings. Eagle Black Knight 7, JDT First Energy 2.
How confident are you in your organization's security posture? If your answer isn't 100%, you're not alone. Most organizations aren't doing enough to protect their data, and they know it. With Armitage technology, you can stop worrying about IT security issues so you can focus on moving your business forward. Our experienced staff monitor and maintain your IT infrastructure to keep your business running. Visit us at armitagetech.com and make your technology work for your business.
Leading off the top of the 7th for Eagle Black Knights. White fielder.
Here we go
5,
to the top of the 7th. Frank Kimlinger, leadoff batter for the Kegel Black Knights. He will get things going as we go to potentially the last inning.
Good.
Misses down low.
Come to you, Frankie. Come on now. In you, big cat. Come on, Frankie.
Kimlinger, big cut, fouls that one off. Just talking about tomorrow's schedule with Luciano Lafrano. In between innings, we're going to look to bring you the 9 and the 11 games, but that's likely just to be this shot right here. Well, prior to the switch, that home plate camera shot. We don't have commentary lined up for those first 2 games at 9 and 11. We'll be back with the full production as down goes Kimlinger on strikes. We'll be back with the full production at 1, 3, 6,
Left fielder
8.
number 2, Tom Check.
But we are planning to have those 9 and 11 games with the single camera, and we'll have it hooked into Game Changer, so you'll get the score ribbon from Game Changer for the 9 and 11 a.m. games.
Hey, Tony.
Peter Labardis will be in for the 3 o'clock, the Toronto 518 game. That will be Peter Labardi's. Joe Todd and I will get Midland Sandlot going at 1 p.m. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to ask Jim Flanagan to see if he'll be interested in doing one of the night games with me tomorrow. Downstairs. Check, and then Jeff Lewis for Kegel here in the 7th. They've got offense up and down the order tonight. Been a tough night for Frank Kimlinger, but check. Been on board a couple of times, scored both. Jeff Lewis doubled, scored in the 4th. And a walk to Tom Check. It's on base for the 3rd time tonight. Doing a good job at the top of the order. Lewis. That double is sandwiched by a couple of strikeouts.
First baseman number 1, Jeff Lewis.
Swings over the top of the drop from Luis Colombo. Young Gonzalez, the 3rd pitcher for JDT, he was down at those Central American Caribbean games. His Dominican squad won the gold medal. He'll arrive tomorrow. Chopper on the infield, gloved over to first, and then the snap throw down to second. Ion trying to sell, and he had tagged out Tom Check. Big smile on his face. Good play by Ducharme to come get that and then just glove it over to Lyons first. Tyler Damon, an RBI single and a 2 RBI triple tonight.
Third baseman number 0,
Been a
Tyler
good night
Damon.
for Tyler Damon, number 0. The bane of electronic scorekeepers everywhere having to enter in a 0. Damon. Oh, what a great play by Ducharme to go get that deep in the hole to get the glove on it, ranging way over to his left and behind first base, and then throwing out Tyler Damon, robbing him of a 3-for-4 night. Watch how far Ducharme goes here. Way over. And then an off-balance throw to get Tyler Damon for the final out here in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. JDT, they kept the game alive in the 5th. Have they got more in them in the 7th? Come back, we'll find out together.
How confident are you in your organization?
Let's talk about a local one-stop shop. Live Well for Life is just that. A fitness, nutrition, and therapy facility all under one roof. Located at 3878 Wellington Street in Mitchell, Ontario, you can get so much done in just one visit. A full complement of staff on hand include chiropractic, massage, and personal training to get you back to your healthy self. Find them on the web at livewellforlifeinc.com or give
Live Well for Life, a proud sponsor of the broadcast program.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for JDT, First Energy. Right fielder for 23, Jonathan Lynch.
Well, Jonathan Lynch will lead things off. This is the same spot we were in the bottom of the 5th when JDT needed at least one run to keep the game alive. They got 2 at that time. Lynch got robbed on a real nice play by Neiman over in the hole. But Descharmes, Cornelius, and Pomeroy accounted for a couple of runs. We'll see if that combination has any more luck for JDT. In for a strike. SDK fastball, 5-0 winners over the Townsend Tide. JB fast pitch still out in front, 5-0 over Waterdown Hammer, and of course 7-2 our score here. Those are now the last 2 games of the night here at JDT First Energy Veterans Memorial Field. There you see the sign just over the shoulder of Tyler Booley. Big cut, Jonathan Lynch. Every swing, he's always got some reaction. One of the nicest guys in the game, Jonathan Lynch. You've not met Jonathan. He is perhaps the politest player in the game. Lucas Galarza trying to close things out for the Kegel Knights. Jonathan Lynch gets into this one, deep right field, and that is gone. Lynch is going to race around the bases for JDT and sprint into the plate. That's the fastest home run trot we're going to see here all week. 287 feet into the bleachers. He got all of it. JDT not at all going quietly here
number
in
10,
the 7th. Braden Descharmes. Good drop, swings over the top of that one. Galarza, I think, is going to want to replicate that pitch about 4 more times here in the next couple of at-bats. Took a little bit off, but left it up in the zone. Got it all the way down to 53. Descharmes couldn't pull the trigger, but boy, that pitch was pretty enticing up in the zone. Ground ball, high hop. Mike Lewis throws out Braden Descharmes over at second base. That hop came up on Lewis a little bit. So 1 down after the solo shot. Guess we don't have that one. That's all right.
Catcher number 7, Dallas Cornelius.
A 2 RBI, or not a 2 RBI, but an RBI double right to the base of the fence out in left center. That one is laced. That is a fair ball down the right field side. It's going to rattle around. Cornelius is going to put the brakes on at third with a sliding triple. A double and now a triple for Dallas Cornelius. And he keeps the JDT hopes alive. This one is fair by the hair on its chinny chin, about the width of a ball. And then sliding into third. And back to the top of the shop for JDT. And no, we're not close to done with this one yet.
Betty either.
Petty Eater to the dish. Struck out, hit by a pitch, and then popped up to short. And looks at a strike here in the 7th. Eater asked for time at the plate and got it. Galarza stepped off. That one just misses down low. 79 on the radar gun. Galarza got some snap. Big spot here for this young man. That one misses down low. Eater thinks about dropping down a bunt. That will be a challenge for the defense. Damon is back at the bag. Same with Lewis over at first. And that one misses downstairs. In the feet of Booley. Couldn't find it for a second. Galarza nods in agreement with the sign. And this one is going to get fouled out of play. Another battle within the game. Petty Eater trying to keep the string moving for JDT. Bottom of the 7th. Down to their final 2 outs. They're trailing by 4. That will be chop foul. Just after 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Say hello to good friend Randy Frame, who's 12:30 p.m. or a.m. 12:30 a.m. Atlantic time. Randy, you got to go to work in the morning. Or no, you're on holidays next week, Randy Frame. Swing and a miss. Eater down on strikes. Well, listen, Randy, enjoy the holiday. Jordan Pomeroy hit the ball hard twice tonight. Lined out to right field, right at Frank Killinger. That was back in the 3rd, and then smashed one off the top of the fence for a stand-up triple. And we talked about the fence distance here. 265 to the fence. It's a 12-foot fence. Chopper on the infield. Lewis up with it. And a big win for the Kegel Knights, upsetting JDT. And boy, Lucas Galarza pumped up out there on the board in the circle. A real big win for the Kegel Black Knights, dropping JDT into the losers bracket, and they're going to have to regroup. They'll have some work to do here later this week. For the Kegel Black Knights, as you see Mike Lewis putting it away, the final out here in the bottom of the 7th, they will move on, and they're likely to meet the Bear Creek Express a little bit later in the week. They'll likely have tomorrow off, if I'm remembering how the bracket is going to work.
One run.
Thanks for
2
being
hits.
with us all day
No errors,
here
one
on
runner on the
Softball
front
Premier
page.
TV.
Final
Day
score,
2.
Eagle Black Knights.
Just about complete. One more
7.
game that's just about
JDT
finished
first
over
energy
on the
at
diamond
3.
in front of us for Luciano Lafrano, Joe Todd, Peter
Here's the line
Laguardia,
score for
Carol
the last
D'Areste,
game.
Isabella. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Eagle Black Knights.
And we'll
He
pick it
scored
up
7
with you
runs on 6
tomorrow.
hits.
Remember,
No
9A
errors,
and
left 3 runners
11A,
on
those
base.
will be video-only
JDT
games.
First energy.
We'll
They
be back
scored
with the
3
full
runs on
commentary
5
package
hits.
starting at 1.
Made no errors.
We'll see you then,
Left
and
5
have a great
runners
night.
on base.
Swung on and missed. Strike 3 and the Kitchener River Shark Twins repeat. It's the local kid who wins it.
Swing and a miss. Jarvis. 3-peats.
Here comes the throw to the plate. Are the world champions.
2015 ISC Men's World Champions.
Melbourne has hit the game-winning home run, and the Toronto Gators are world champions.
Finally, it's Apple on to first, and the United Chiefs back.
And this one is over as Matt Palazzo will end it in style. And start spreading the news, Joe Todd. It's New York, ISC World Champions back-to-back. And this one is laced out to right. Wade Miller, and it's caught. Eagle Carrillo catches it at the fence. The Hill United Chiefs are world champions. Called strike 3, your ISC world champions, the Kitchener Holman Twins. Trying to put it away is Jack Bettsgrove. The New York Gremlins are world champions. High in the air, Fiafazo comes to get it, and the Chiefs are back to the top of the mountain.
That is a chance. My goodness. This game is over.